All right, so in this question it says, what is the sine of a 30-degree angle in reduced fraction form? Okay, this is kind of a trick question because notice they go ahead and give you some measurements here. Sine, remember, is opposite over hypotenuse, but they gave us adjacent. This would be the opposite side, and here's our hypotenuse. Okay, but they want the sine of 30 degrees in reduced fraction form. Well, if you watch that last part on the last video, we went through what the sine, cosine, and tangent of a 30-degree angle were. And to find it, what we did was used a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Hopefully you remember. So this is kind of a trickier question because they give you measurements here, but that's not what you're going to use. Okay, so here would have been our 30-degree angle up at the top here. Remember from our special right triangles, the short leg was 1, the long leg is √3 times that, the hypotenuse is 2 times that. So the sine of a 30-degree angle, we do opposite, which would be 1, over the hypotenuse of the triangle, which would be 2. So the answer to this problem is 1/2. Okay, and notice we didn't use the x, the 30, or the 46 at all. Okay, instead, hopefully you used your notes where you have written down what the sine of 30 is, the cosine of 30 is, and what the tangent of 30 is. Just as a review, the sine of a 30-degree angle is 1/2. The cosine of a 30-degree angle is the square root of 3 over 2. And the tangent of a 30-degree angle in simplest form is the square root of 3 divided by 3. Okay. Next question, what's the sine of 60 in simplest radical form? What's the sine of 60 now? Okay, so again, hopefully you wrote that down when you watched the video. If not, again here, if we use a 30, 60, 90 triangle, okay, our values are the short leg is 1 in general, the hypotenuse is 2, and the long leg is the square root of 3. Okay, so the sine of 60 degrees. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. For the 60-degree angle, the opposite side is the square root of 3. The hypotenuse is 2. Now let's, again, if you don't have those in your notes, for the 60-degree angle, the sine is the square root of 3 over 2. The cosine of 60 is 1/2. And the tangent of a 60-degree angle is just plain the square root of 3. If you don't have those in your notes, get them in your notes.